Hi, welcome back to my channel, Kissed by Starlight. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm just going to pull through some quick cards for today. Just a daily message to look into the energies for today and what do we need to know. Thank you, angels. What do we most need to know today? And I feel today is a day for the Ascended Masters. So if you've been seeing repeating numbers, perhaps 333, or sensing the presence of these beautiful beings in your life today or recently, I think this is a message of confirmation. We have the beautiful, to me, this represents Kuan Yin, actually, this card. So it's really lovely that we should come to this card today when I'm talking about the Ascended Masters. And I feel as if the message is saying that, perhaps something's been unraveling in your life, perhaps things have been particularly difficult, or you're in a bit of a sticky situation that's made you feel as if you've kind of, uh, you see, like with her hair all flowing down like this, it's sort of unraveling. It's kind of coming loose and coming free from that beautiful knot she's tied it in. And while that is a beautiful knot, her hair is also incredibly beautiful and has a life of its own. And it's as if this situation has brought to life or highlighted areas where perhaps you're needing to let go. Perhaps you're needing to let go of control, let go of anything that is binding you to a situation, and really go with your own wild intuition, your truth, your stand for love, stand for what brings you into love, what draws you towards love, and away from anything that is taking you away from love or that is tying you to the past or a version of you that no longer is resonant, that no longer exists here in this moment. And although we're always working multidimensionally, which means we're working in the past and in different timelines and the future all at once, in this situation, I can see that you're moving out of something. You're moving out of something that's been a bit of a tie, a bit of a bind, something. It could be a karmic situation, it could be a karmic pattern or loop or thing that's been holding you back in some way, and love is drawing you towards the light. Literally, love is drawing you out and towards what is uplifting, towards what is free, what is expansive, and into new horizons which are not quite clear yet. And it's not quite seen what's going to be coming next, but all we can see is it's out of a time of difficulty, out of a time of struggle. And yes, spirit are clearly here asking you to communicate, ask for help, talk to your guides, talk to your helpers, and maybe you're feeling drawn to specific places to communicate with them. Perhaps you're feeling drawn to specific landforms, maybe sacred stones, maybe a specific space that helps you to connect with spirit, that brings you closer to spirit. Or this could mean just coming into daily communication by creating a sacred space for yourself, a container to meet with spirit, to listen to their messages, their guides, the synchronicities that have been showing themselves to you recently that perhaps you've been too blocked to hear or have been too difficult to hear. And it's almost, again, we've got a repeating message of coming back to love, of literally falling open, surrendering to the divine, to trust, to spirit, that this plan is all taken in hand, that spirit knows what's coming for you, and spirit will guide you and will help you out of anything that's not meant for you and towards anything that's going to bring you more towards the light. And I see this other card that came through, yes, as a card of play. And if you've been watching my readings recently, this message of play has been coming up time and time again. Connect with your inner child, connect with your friends, connect with your light-hearted self, connect with the sides of you that are in communion with light, with love, with joy, and allow those sides of you to come out to play. Allow those parts of you to express joy and to be in joy, because it's so easy when we're in difficult situations to lose sight of what brings us joy, and even to move away from joy in favor of sitting in our stuff or whatever's been going on for us. And please, see what your own situation is, and if this applies to you and if this resonates, then you can look at some of the themes that have been going on here. There've been a lot of synchronicities. Yeah, it may be oaths, vows, contracts. So in other words, it may be that you've tied yourselves to people, situations, projects, patterns, beliefs, thought forms, whatever it is. And again, it will be different for everybody. It may be that you've felt tied to these, that you've really had something. I feel like it's been so strong in place that it's been hard for you to see anything else. It's been hard for you to get out of it. It's been difficult for you to see beyond it, because it just draws you back in. It just pulls you back. That energy is just constantly taking you back to a version of you that is past now and is wanting to be let go of. So whatever that situation is, it may be either that it is coming to an end, or it may be that it's being transformed. It'll be one or the other, because love is pulling you towards spirit, towards joy, towards your soul, towards what your heart is calling and yearning for, to what your purpose is, more of your purpose in this life. So if there's a work situation, or a family situation, or a friend situation, or a relationship situation, again, it will be, or a relationship with yourself situation, or a pattern, a thought, a belief, something that's just been on repeat that you found really hard to let go of. Now is your opportunity. Now is your moment to allow yourself to be led out of this situation, by surrendering, by trusting, by knowing that you came here to achieve this. You have set yourself a goal, a target, a mission that only you came here to fulfill. And you are able now to break free of anything that's not in alignment with this mission, with this contract, with this soul path. And as you break free of anything that's doing that, you transform all of your situations, all of your path, into one that can be lighter, that can be more joyful, that can be more in alignment with spirit. So as you go into your daily devotional practice, your meditations, your quiet moments, whatever it is for you that brings you back to peace, back to harmony, back to yourself, connect with yourself and ask yourself these questions. Is this serving me? Is this bringing me joy? If not, what is one thing I can do today to take myself towards something that brings me joy? What is one step I can take today towards something that brings me peace and fulfillment, and allows me to move towards what feels lighter for me, and more towards what my soul, my heart, my path is yearning for in this lifetime, in this moment, in this incarnation right now. And then it will naturally spread across to your other timelines, to your other realities, and to all of your situations, to all of the people you're involved with, to all of your patterns, your beliefs, your work, your life, your home. Everything will be affected by your new decision to head towards joy, to head towards peace, to head towards harmony, and what is light for you, what is joyful for you. So, beautiful ones, I really hope this message has been helpful and healing for you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.